Good morning, my crafty friends. I hope everyone's doing well today. This is Leslie from Mermaid Cove Studio, and I am with you today for a Craftspiration collaboration with my sweet friend, Denise Abate-Smith. She is treasure of a crafty mind. So if you are starting here with me today, don't forget to go over to her channel and see what she's been up to. We talked about what she was doing yesterday. And I threw all kinds of ideas down at her yesterday because I was a crazy woman about what I was going to do. And ultimately, I did part of what I said I was going to do. I was going to choose a die, any die, because I'm going to move my camera, and I'm going to show you what I have been doing. I have sorted out what's left of the dies that did not fit in the binders that I purchased. So I was sorting all of my dies into, oh my goodness, I'm going to call it an OCD activity, because that's what it's become when you put them in a system and try to get it right. So what's sitting there is what's left. I ordered one more 40 die binder, and then the rest will go in another basket. So I will have a total of 5 of those binders. So that tells you a lot about me. I've got a lot of dies. I didn't say at the beginning of this journey that I wouldn't be buying anymore, but I've definitely slowed down. The costs have gone up, and it's more now about using what we have, and I'm using more and more of what I have. So my thing was I was going to just randomly choose a die and create with whatever paper was on my desk. And I chose a die, and I put the die back and said, I'm not feeling that. And so I did choose a paper. Well, I didn't choose a paper. This is what was sitting on my desk. My sweet husband brought this back from one of his trips from the Frank Garcia studio. And, you know, y'all know I love the store. I live in Northern California. It's in Southern California. And every time my husband travels with his job to Southern California, he goes in. They have their thing. They might know who he is now, which is fun to me. I love it. And I'm not going to call my husband an enabler. He just loves that I love what I'm doing. So the paper I had sitting on my desk from his last adventure was this one here. I don't always do a haul from him. Sometimes I quickly go through. But this one here was Love Notes. It's not a new one, but it is one I did not have in my collection. And for whatever reason, he knew, and he picked it up. And now I have some. And I love it. So I always do. I love to make mini albums, folios, journals, that type of stuff. Do I use them? I do not. Not always. But I enjoy making them. And then when I do use one, pick one to use, I usually make one for my husband. And his office is next door to mine. And he's the sweet little face that walks by and gives me this quirky little smile that I love and adore. And he inspires me. We go on our little getaways. We have 6 kids. They're all grown. We're in grandchildren mode. And we get to take off whenever we want to. He still works, but more on a part-time. We are retired and empty nesters as of recently, and adjusting to life in this new mode. And I make little journeys of our little journals of our little adventures. And this is one that, because the paper he purchased me it's Love Notes, and it's sweet. And I think with his adorable little smile, on every adventure that we take, even if it's just for a little ride to go drop something off, like his shirts at the cleaners, if he does his little quirky smile, I get him to give me an extra so I can take a picture. And that's where I am going to put his smiles. And the book should say smiles on it. And I'm sure I'll find, maybe I will put, I'll do some letter die cuts, because those are all sorted out in those binders now. All the alphabets that I have are in a binder and organized like crazy. But what I have here is this beautiful, I love this type of sheer ribbon. This was a gift recently, and it could have been in it from a design package. It may have come from a design package. I love that. It's very soft. It's very elegant. It came from a design package, and I finally got to use it. I may have used it in the design package stuff, but this paper had a beautiful ephemera. This is a very, very simple glue it 6x6, and I love the 6x6. If you don't know what to do with it, if I can remember where this one came from, I will share. It's very simple. I'll talk about it as we go along. On my cover, I took from the ephemera package and I glued and did layers. Now these come out. This one here is a little pocket. These come out. Oh, maybe. Yep, there it is. I was doing this in the middle of the night. I stayed up for it because I was so inspired just by that pack of paper. And I love the look of this paper. I love pastels. And I think you might want to call it a Valentine paper. I think it actually is. But I could just, it didn't matter to me. 14 what? It could be anything, you know. My crumpled up doily that, because I'm cleaning and organizing my creative space. So I found the doily in the basket of dies, which is an odd place to find it, but was happy to find it, and I just tucked it in there for now. We'll see if it stays. I've got this beautiful, beautiful swan. There was a bouquet of flowers. I will always love you, pinky promise. I thought that was sweet and how appropriate for the love of my life to say on one of our things. You open it up. So this was 6x6 bed. I cut off the top hanger piece up here. It's got this little part. Cut that off. So 6x6. Put it on my scoreboard, and I scored it at 3. So it's half. You can just fold it in half too. And I chose several different pages, and they are glued. They're folded in half and glued back to back until you could do as many as you want. And you can see in here, I did several, but we'll kind of go a little bit page by page quickly. You could just see how sweet it is with the little cupids, the little hearts everywhere. The whole idea, I've got a tuck spot here. It's just to take, I have a little HP sprocket, and on my phone, I've got thousands of pictures, thousands of grandchildren, whatever. But this one is dedicated to my Bernie. Here, I mostly left pages blank so that I can just take the pictures of us on trips. I took this punch right here, and I have this one and another one. I have dies that do the same thing, but this was quick and easy. I didn't feel like bringing any other equipment out. I was keeping it simple, and I did. This one you can do, it's folded in half, and you fold your paper in half and tuck it in, and you can do the double one, or I simply just did one, didn't double it up. I did another cute little interactive moment here. This was from the ephemera packet. So I liked how that looked. I fold it in half, and it's got the two hands with the heart. And it's a little pocket, and it's holding this little ticket. I love these little tickets. So everything is open, but there's so much detail and beauty on here. Now, when you're gluing your papers back to back, you can make choices whether you leave an open spot up here for a tag, or you can do what I did, and I left a side pocket. Oops, still a little tacky in there. We'll see if this will come out. And I've got a little tag, and this was part of the ephemera. I just folded it in half. And it just tucks right back in here. I feel like I've made this style before. Something like it. More. I love I love these little guys right here. These tag punches. Excuse me. I've got that crud everybody's talking about where you've got this miserable cough and it lingers and lingers. And just when you're feeling better, it hits you again. It's so gross. Another pocket here. And I've got, let me see what I put in here. Oh, I glued that one in. Okay. Another tag, another something from the ephemera. So, I mean, you can imagine just gluing your pictures in. You can cut out more paper and do little journaling spots, or I feel like I would take you could, if you want to put your picture on and do a journaling spot, that would be cute. I took a moment. I glued this tip out inside of this pocket so that I could open that and give you a little more writing space or pictures. This one says Sweet Love. So, I mean, definitely could be love any time of year, and that's what this is about. Another tab. This one, I did not put a pocket. This one here. This one was from the 8x8 packet, and I simply cut it at 6, scored it at 3, and then scored it at 2 and scored it at 6. And, I mean, you could cut out all of these wonderful things, too. But this is what it is. This is from the ephemera pocket. You can use that to add more goodies. Folds over. I did not put a pocket here because it had that turnout already. This one here does not have, let me see. Oh, it does have a pocket. So you could, obviously that's going to have to be a smaller one, but there is a pocket there. Or you can glue some more goodies on the sides. But beautiful spot for journaling. The paper is just gorgeous. I did not put a tag there, but we've got a pocket here. Here's the little angel, the little Cupid again. This was from the ephemera package. Just something to help you get it out of the pockets. And then this is my last page. So you can just see, really it's all about this beautiful paper. It's what inspired. So another bouquet of flowers that I glued onto the tip out. This is a whole pendant banner. And I folded it in half. Glued one side here. Glued the other side here. And just see how sweet that paper is. That's my last page. All I did was put the ribbon underneath. And then we've got our closure. Let me put that back in here. I love when things come up out of your journals like this, out of either the top, the sides. It's just so pretty. And you can do it's all whatever you want to do. If you want to put that bow in the front, I like it here on the side. And sorry about that, didn't mean to wiggle. Get that bow back in here. This just ties up so soft and gentle. It's as beautiful as the, see, that's why we figure out whether we want that or not. I don't think I'll leave it. We'll see. But that was my little blurb for what inspired me. The die whatever die I pulled out. Honestly, I think it was an Easter one, and it was an Easter paper that I was working with. I also made, because I made 2 other videos. One for, both items were a gift for my granddaughter who had a birthday this past Monday. And so out of scraps that were sitting on my desk and over to my right, I have a scrap pile that I've been kind of working with. And I made a little envelope that matches the project that I made for her, which was a tag mini album. And you can go back a couple videos, maybe 2 videos. It was from my Sunday collaboration where I made a mini album, and it's for my granddaughter. She turned 7, and I made her the tag mini album, and I left it undecorated, and I gave her bits and pieces of stuff. I'm looking for a little more ephemera for that. It's called Butterfly Kisses. She loves the doodlebug paper. And when it comes with an ephemera packet, it comes with a lot of stuff. But I have a few more things to put together for her. I made an envelope that says, "Love you." This is money that goes, I'm going to put money in this one for her college fund. I've got another one in the works for her Daiso money or Dollar Tree money. She loves to go and get her own craft supplies and make it. So this was my other. And this is just, I didn't use a die. It's just cut, snip, snip, glue, as my granddaughter Olivia will say. Just knowing how to make a policy envelope and with the scrap that I have. You can see everything is small bits. It barely glued together. So we'll see. Up there, it popped good. So just whatever scrap I had so that I can incorporate that with her gift and put her college fund money in here. So she's all set. But I hope that this inspired you today. I will see if I can remember where I was inspired by this little mini album tutorial. I know that I've done one like it before, but you can totally see the person who does them. She does them mostly in doodlebug paper. And that's, of course, how I found her. So I'll put that information down in the box below. We'll give her a shout out today. I apologize that I didn't have that information for you to speak about, but it'll be down in the box below. But you can see how it looks when it's done with different paper. And I think that's really impactful. When you see it, I hope that you are also inspired by it. All right, my crafty friends. This is today's Craftspiration Collaboration with Denise Abate-Smith, my sweet crafty friend. We chat every single day about what's going on. We have some new things coming up for April, so be on the lookout for that as we're getting our crafty areas, dies, papers, and collections prepared for what we're going to be doing in our collaboration. It should be fun and exciting, and some year-long projects that'll be a lot of fun. All right, my friends, if you're inspired, you can hashtag us at Scrappy Happy. go check out Miss Denise and go see what she's got for you today. Ask her what kind of cake she made today. Let's see what kind of response we get. All right, my friends. Happy crafty day.